Hey you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this maxi dress, and it's a super easy project. You're going to be done in under 1 hour, so let's get started.
Somebody else in the making first. She just gotta stop all the
For this project we're going to be using a stretch fabric, and you can use any stretch fabric that you have. And we're also going to be using a stretchy dress or a bodycon dress to make our pattern. So now the first step is going to be folding over our dress in half, and after that we're going to be folding over at the armhole right at the top, and this is what we're going to be using as our pattern. Next step, we're going to be folding our fabric in half with the right sides facing each other, and this is the fold line. And then we're going to be taking our dress and we're going to be placing it on fabric. Make sure that you place the folded edge of the dress to the fold line of the fabric. Next, I'm going to be adding a few inches to make this a maxi dress, so go ahead and do that as well if yours is short. And after that, we're going to be taking our tape measure and we're going to add half an inch allowance all around the dress. And next step, we're going to be taking off the pins and we're going to cut it out. After cutting, we're going to be taking this piece and we're going to use it to cut our back piece. So now I'm going to be taking my front piece and I'll place it on the fabric, and then I'm going to cut it out. So now I've got the front and back piece, so I'm going to be opening up the back piece. This is the right side and this is the wrong side, so I'll open it up. Then I'm going to place the other piece on top of it with the right sides facing each other. And after you've placed the pieces together, you're going to be pinning, and then you're going to sew with a 1/2 inch sewing allowance on both sides. Next, you're going to be cutting out 4 straps. The width of the straps is going to be 1 inch and the length of the strap is going to be 14 inches, and all the pieces are going to be 14 inches long, and the width is going to be 1 inch wide. To sew our strap, we're going to take a strap and then we're going to fold it in half, and then we're going to pin, and then we're going to sew on this side with a 3/8 of an inch allowance, and we're going to repeat on all of them. After we've sewn all our straps, we're going to be taking a loop turner and we're going to be turning them inside out. So I'm going to be taking my scissors, and then I'm going to take one strap and I'm going to make a little snip, and then I'm going to be taking my loop turner and I'm going to turn the straps inside out, and you're going to repeat the same on all straps. After turning all the straps inside out, I went ahead and hemmed the top of each strap just on one side. So I did that on all 4 of them, but I left one side open, so you're not going to sew one side, you're just going to sew the other side. And after sewing, put that aside and let's work on our lining. Next step, we're going to be making a little lining for our dress, and we're going to do that by taking our tape measure and we're going to measure one side of the dress, and I got 11 inches. And you're going to go ahead and cut 2 pieces of lining, and the length is going to be the length that you got when you measure the top of the dress, and mine was 11 inches plus 1 inch, which will be 12 inches. So both linings are measuring 12 inches and the width is going to be 1.5, although I would like you to cut it a little bit longer, like 2.5 inches. I ran out of fabric, that's why I cut it to be 1.5 inches. Then you're going to place them together with the right sides facing each other, and you're going to sew the sides. Next step, we're going to be determining where we're going to be placing our straps, and we're going to take our tape measure again, and we're going to be placing it on the top of the dress, and we're going to measure. Then whatever you get, you're going to divide that by 2, and you're going to mark the midpoint. And mine was 11 inches, divide that by 2, which gives me 5.5, so I marked 5.5. Then you're going to be dividing the length that you got earlier by 4, and whatever you get, you're going to be marking on the fabric from the midpoint. Like for me, my length was 11 divided by 4, which gives me 3.25, so I'm marking 3.25 from the midpoint, and I'm going to be marking on both sides, so go ahead and do that as well. And after you've marked on the front, go ahead and repeat the same at the back. And these are all the markings that you should have. So next we're going to be placing our straps, and I'm going to be placing them on the right side. Remember, the fabric should be on the right side, and then you're going to place them on those points, and you're going to pin. And then after that, we're going to do a base stitch on all straps. After we are done base stitching our straps in place, we are going to be taking our lining, and this is the wrong side, as you can see, and we're going to be placing it on top of the dress and the straps with the right sides facing each other, and we're going to be matching up the seams, and then we're going to pin and sew all around. And we're going to be sewing with a 1/2 inch sewing allowance. After sewing, we're going to be taking our scissors and we're going to cut down the excess allowance. And after we've trimmed down the excess allowance, we're now going to be turning this on the inside, and then we're going to go ahead and do a top stitch. And after top stitching, our last step is going to be hemming our dress, and we're going to do that by folding over 1/2 inch twice, and then we're going to pin and sew all around. And this is the final look for this dress. Thank you so much guys for watching, and I'll see you again on my next video. Bye and God bless.